Hi everyone. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where it just seemed like you couldn't move yourself forward? Whatever you were dealing with, whatever situation you were coming up against, you were just like, I can't figure this thing out. I've tried everything I know to do and nothing's working. That's so frustrating, isn't it? Well, I just had some amazing training today with my mentor, Robert Hollis, and he was talking about how do you get unstuck? And he told us that the way to do that is by asking yourself empowering questions. You know, the brain is an amazing, amazing thing. Whatever you ask your mind, it's just going to start working on that. So if you're asking yourself a bunch of impossible questions, your brain's going to stay right there where you put it. So rather than asking yourself, why is this happening? Why won't they listen? Why won't this problem solve itself? Why don't I ever have enough of the resources I need? Instead of asking yourself those kind of questions, to come at it from a different way, because those kind of questions like, why do things always work out for this person and not me? That's a competitive mindset. And you want to put yourself into a state of creativity, which is right up my alley. Love things that are all creative. But creative questions are empowering questions because it puts your mind to work on a solution and solving things. So instead, ask yourself the right questions. That gives you direction. It helps change your focus, and it transforms your state of mind into that of the creative. Let me give you an example. Sometimes things will happen and it'll just be devastating. And instead of focusing on the devastation, you can ask yourself, what is great about this? You know, what is good about this situation? Now, I know at first you're probably going to say, there is nothing good about this. Maybe you've been rejected. Maybe you've lost the dearest person on earth to you. But you have to dig a little deep sometimes, but you can ask yourself, what is good about this? What is good about this circumstance? You know, what did I learn from this? You know, what's funny about this? Did something funny happen? 10 years from now, will this even matter? You know, making a decision, especially if you're in the wrong state of mind, can be a very bad thing, especially if you're angry or hurt. That's the worst time to make a decision. And usually those decisions don't turn out well. I love what a friend of mine often says. If this is the worst thing that ever happens to us, we are truly blessed. And when you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, all the things that could be happening to us, if this is the worst that happens, we're doing great. You know, a lot of people want to talk about the way things are going in their country or the way things are going with local issues or the nightly news. But truly, in the things that truly affect you in the day-to-day, if that's the worst that ever happens, you are a very, very blessed person. And let's put your mind in that state. In other words, ask yourself every morning, what am I most happy about in life right now? What about that makes me happy? And how does that make me feel? And you can change it to excited. What am I most excited about in life right now? What about that makes me excited? And how does that make me feel? You can go all the way through this. You can say, what am I most in love with in life right now? And what about that makes me know that I'm loved? And how does that make me feel? You can take it through all of these positive emotions. You know, what am I most proud about in my life right now? What about that makes me proud? And how does that make me feel? You know, it changes your state, that even if the circumstances are bad, you can give your brain a puzzle to work on, to find something in this that is your golden nugget, your takeaway, your treasure that you can look at and say, it was not an entire waste. You know, even there are times when you're out driving and you see somebody do something unimaginable on the road. I used to drive for a living, and I could tell you stories. But I shouldn't. People do some interesting things on the road, y'all. And you could sit there all day going, why are they driving on that side of the road? Why weren't they paying attention? You can ask yourself a lot of those questions, but take the why out of it and start turning it around. I am so glad that I was paying attention. I am so thankful that no one got hurt. And I am so blessed that I was able to stop in time. Wow, that was close. If you stop asking why and you start observing what happened and how blessed you are in that circumstance, things can really turn around quickly. Anyway, I wanted to leave you with those thoughts. I hope you are asking yourself empowering questions today. I hope that instead of shrinking and hiding in a corner somewhere, you're looking for the blessings and reaping them and backing that truck up and getting a good double portion of it all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk with you again soon.